Nope, we're not doing this today. Oh, hey, look, it's another tier list. We haven't done those in a while.
Well, we have. We just haven't, posted them.
I have posted every single tier list that we have. But welcome back to another tier list video. This time we're doing Disney, not Disney. Oh god, a DreamWorks
Restart.
movie. No, it was a slip of the tongue. We're doing DreamWorks movies.
Okay. Also, I'm Zuria.
Yes, hi Zuriat. I am also War Master 101. Okay, starting off is Ants. The original first one was Abominable, but I moved it
These
around.
alphabetical?
Sort of.
Alright.
So,
Ants was
weird.
Ants was weird, but like it was. I kind of like it. I like the message of it, which is unionized.
Do you know the story of Ants?
That was made to compete with Bugs Life.
Well, here's the thing. The person. So, I can't remember his fucking name, but the guy who created DreamWorks was originally a part of Disney, and he
Are you
left
talking
Disney
about Jeffrey Katzenberg?
Yeah, Jeffrey Katzenberg. He left Disney when they started using Pixar and stuff. And the story is that Jeffrey Katzenberg partially stole the plot for Bug's Life and tried to get Ants out around the same life as Bug's Life to compete with it.
DreamWorks is largely founded upon by spite by Jeffrey Katzenberg and Steven Spielberg.
Oof. Okay, so where do you want to put
Ants? I actually kind of like Ants. Well, the message of Ants being unionized. Let's go for B.
B? Okay. Abominable. I have not personally seen it, but I have.
Abominable?
Abominable. Sorry.
You said abominable.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I know things about it through internet osmosis. Some of those things kind of leave a bad taste in my mouth.
I haven't seen it either. So
do you want to just put in haven't seen? Okay. The B movie. Everybody's seen that.
It's B movie. You know where that's gonna go? F
B
tier.
for B
I
movie.
hate the fucking B movie.
Okay.
Like, ironically, I use this as a meme all the fucking time. Like, I have the entire B movie download as like a GIF, but I hate the B movie.
No, the B movie in general is just a very strange movie. Also, you said put Ants in B, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's B movie, but every time it sucks, it's B movie.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
And B movie is just such a fucking acid trip in like some of the worst ways possible.
So, Captain Underpants.
I actually enjoyed Captain Underpants.
Yes, I heard very good things about the Captain Underpants movie. Do you want to put it in S tier?
I wouldn't quite put an S tier. I would say either B or A tier. Let's do B for now, and then we can move stuff around later.
B for Captain Underpants.
Because it was surprisingly good, and I usually don't like Kevin Hart in films, but he was surprisingly decent in it.
This list is missing some DreamWorks movies. Wait, okay, hang on. A Hotel Transylvania is not a DreamWorks movie, is it?
No, that is a Sony movie.
Okay, I got confused, and then I guess Minions is technically not a DreamWorks movie anymore. No, not Minions, but Despicable Me is technically not a DreamWorks movie.
No, that is Illumination.
Okay, Chicken Run. Chicken Run's pretty good.
Yeah, I like Chicken Run. I could kind of do without the liar reveal plots because they're overdone, but like it was kind of necessary for this one. The lady fucking dies. The evil villain just dies. Also, it's got Arma animation. Honestly, Arma animation's pretty good. A tier.
A for Arma animation.
Yeah.
Flushed Away was also kind of a fever trip of a movie.
I would say A. I actually kind of enjoyed it. I do think it was restraint that there are so few poop jokes for a movie. That's essentially a poop joke.
For a movie that takes place very heavily in the sewers. Hey, let me look at who voices the fucking rat.
It's British rats.
Hugh Jackman voices Roddy.
Is that the
Rhodey.
main rat?
Yes, that is the main rat.
Hugh Jackman's the main guy? I
Hugh
thought Hugh Jackman
Jackman.
was like the villain.
No, no, no. The Toad is voiced by Ian McKellen.
Huh.
McKellen. No, no, not McLean. McKellen. Sorry. Home. I
Home
did not
sucked.
see this. Home sucked. Really?
Home sucked after.
Oof. How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Why is that before? Okay,
I
do the
don't.
first How to Train Your
Okay.
Dragon.
Yeah. So, yeah. How to Train Your Dragon.
I think it's their first S tier.
Yeah, of course. How to Train Your Dragon 2.
I liked it a lot. I don't know if I would say it's on the same par, but I know you're a bigger How to Train Your Dragon fan than I am.
Uh, how do I put this? How to Train Your Dragon 2 is very much more of How to Train Your Dragon 1. The stakes are a little higher. I would put it in A because it's not as good as the first
Like I
movie.
would say Stoic's, like I guess spoilers, but Stoic's death is one of the best scenes that DreamWorks has done. Like the Stone's death and funeral, but like I maybe it's just like I don't. They raise the stakes definitely, but I don't know if it's on the same par as the first one.
Uh, it being revealed that Gobber, no, it's not What's his
Gobber's
fucking
gay,
Gobber's gay, like hella gay. Then finally the
which it
third
wasn't
movie.
that bad in that movie, but it gets worse. I don't like the third one. I'm gonna be honest. People roast me on it. I don't like the third one.
No, it's fine. I don't really like the third one either.
I
Oh god,
don't
I hope
like
that.
I don't like the ending about how they're like, yeah, we need to like leave the dragons alone. Because I'm like, now you're gonna return to the book.
Yeah, and like how there are several spin-off series afterwards where the dragons are very much not in the earth being left alone. In fact, they are coming back to bug the humans. And
Yeah,
plus the forced heterosexuality of
making
Toothless.
toothless.
Yeah, like
Uh,
how dare they make Toothless heterosexual?
so, do we want to put it? I don't know if we want to put it in the same tier as B movie, but
Uh, let's
E.
put it in D.
Okay,
D seems fair.
it's beautiful. I'll give
Yeah,
it that. I hate it. What?
yeah,
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda S tier.
S tier,
S
obviously.
fucking S tier.
Kung
It's
Fu Panda 2.
the fucking. Well, I want to say I want to talk more about Kung Fu Panda first
Oh
one.
yeah, no. Okay,
Kung
Kung
Fu
Fu
Panda,
Panda.
the first one, has some of the best animation DreamWorks ever done. Same
It
thing for
does.
Kung Fu Panda 2. I would say Kung Fu Panda 2 is S tier.
That's fair.
I dare I say it is one of the few movies that is better than the first one.
That's fair.
Kung Fu Panda 3 was kind of a downgrade again. I did actually like it though.
Does
Uh,
Poe die at the end of Kung Fu Panda 3?
yes, but he comes back.
Oh, but he
Like,
comes
like
back.
Jesus. Yeah.
Is
Straight up, he does come back like Jesus.
is
So
Poe
does
the
Oogway. Um,
is Poe a Jesus allegory?
apparently, like Kung Fu Panda 3, I'm going to say let's put it tentatively in C tier. The villain is very charismatic. He has a really awesome song, really cool weapons, really cool shtick.
Yeah, I think.
Poe becomes a Mary Sue by the end of it. Like, it's kind of ridiculous how the power jumps.
Well, in general, isn't Poe just kind of a Mary Sue in general because he is the chosen one?
Yes,
He
but he
is.
kind of earns it in the first one, and he definitely earns it in the second one because the second one he discovers inner peace, which is how he's able to like kind of bend the cannonball when it's fired and he's able to throw it
Uh,
back.
yeah, the
But
second one kind of.
he discovers inner peace by confronting his own past trauma, which he
Right.
had
Yeah.
repressed his entire child, like
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
he was found by Mr. Ping the goose.
Yeah, the second one was in the second movie. You kind of learned that shockingly he was not the child of Mr. Bing. Uh, but I honestly think
But
the
in
villain comes.
the third one, it's about like Key and stuff, and like Shifu's tentatively getting it, and then Poe just kind of figures it out by himself at the end,
Uh,
which is weird.
Also, I will say that the villain of Kung Fu Panda 3 is very interesting with like the whole like Jade armaments thing, turning like and also turning like Kung Fu masters into Jade and basically.
Also,
Like,
just the shtick of it's a villain that literally has been lost to history because like his stories have been erased coming back. And it's like because he's been dead for several hundred years.
okay,
And he comes back.
so this is my S tier, the first Madagascar.
I will say the first Madagascar is arguably the no, honestly, I think this might get me some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, go ahead and put Madagascar in either A or S tier.
I'll do S tier. Madagascar 2.
I don't like Gaston Lion.
Wait, you don't like who?
The Gaston Lion, where he's just like
Oh
fucking
yeah,
weird mix of Scar and Gaston.
yeah.
Madagascar 2 is kind of just me.
It's just kind of
Uh,
so C tier for me.
yeah, C tier.
And then Madagascar 3, Return to Manhattan, F tier.
No,
Unless you
Madagascar 3 is it's Europe's most wanted.
Oh, Europe's Most Wanted. I don't know where I got Return to
Uh,
Manhattan from.
I'm
Sorry,
gonna say it's kind of bad. It's not as bad as B movie and Home. I'm gonna say either D or E.
Chris. Okay, so this was something kind. This is something kind of weird. Just the you cannot flip back when Madagascar 3 was like about to come out in theaters. You could not go two channels without seeing the commercial for it and like the like
Da, da,
polka dot
da, da,
apple.
da, circus, da, da, da,
Yeah,
da, da, Africa.
yeah, that's kind of where my hatred for this movie comes from. Just the over the top,
Like I will
like
say, it has the best villain of the Madagascar franchise in it.
you mean a Russian police officer?
She's
Was she
not.
Russian?
I think she's Italian.
Oh, she's Italian.
Yeah,
Okay, where do you say that you think it should be?
either D or E.
Let's put it in D. That's
Okay.
kind of how well, with the exception of Kung Fu Panda 3, that's kind of just the vibe of third movies. Megamind.
S
S
tier.
tier, yes, yes. There is no Tooth Fairy, there is no Santa Claus, and there is no Queen of England.
Also,
Mon
just like how it fucking it dives into like no matter it dives into nice guy culture and like fucking like the Andrew Tate like influencer shit and
Mhm.
deconstructs that archetype before it was really a thing in the popular culture where
Mhm.
it's like if you're not improving yourself to like make yourself better and to like
If you're
be a
not
better
improving your
person at your core, no matter how beautiful you get or how powerful or how much wealth or like stuff you have, you're going to be
yeah,
horrible.
yeah, if you're not improving yourself for if you're not improving yourself for the sake of yourself, what the hell are you doing it for?
Okay, a lot of people I know hate Monsters vs Aliens.
I thoroughly enjoyed Monsters vs
I
Aliens.
like
It was
Monsters vs Aliens.
insane.
I will say it's a fucking fever dream. I do think the animation for the humans, other than the main character, is pretty ugly. Um, but I'm comfortable with giving it a B.
Okay.
It's one of those films that I thank God they did not make a sequel.
Damn.
Like,
Well,
thank God. They made a sequel series. It was bad.
yeah,
Uh,
it was like most DreamWorks series. DreamWorks finds kind of like an extra life on Nickelodeon.
yeah.
Uh, the Kung Fu Panda series, Penguins of Madagascar series.
I Trained Your
Uh,
Endless Cartoon Network,
yeah, but
which was weird.
it's also on Netflix as well, which is kind of like at this point it's kind of Nickelodeon adjacent because a lot of Cartoon Network stuff is HBO Max slash Paramount.
And
Uh,
DreamWorks also makes a lot of stuff for, you know, Netflix, such as Voltron and She-Ra
yes.
and the Spirit series.
Peabody and Sherman.
I have
Uh,
never seen this.
I, I think unfortunately we have to put it in we haven't seen because I only saw one commercial for Peabody and Sherman like in a movie theater before we saw a movie, and that was it. I vastly enjoy the original series that it was based off of from the Rocky and Bullwinkle shows, but I do not know enough about
What I
Peabody and
know
Sherman.
about Peabody and Sherman is memes, is what I know it from.
And Peabody is hot. I'm kidding. Uh,
Over the Hedge.
Over the Hedge. Over the Hedge.
I
Another DreamWorks
don't
film that
really
was
care
great.
for Over the Hedge. I'm going to say B tier.
Okay, so I got a lot of enjoyment out of Over the Hedge, not from the movie itself, but from the video game tie-in, because the game continued the story after the film. Like the
Okay,
first
okay.
mission that you
You can't rank something based off its video game spin-off.
sure I can, but I will admit
Because if
it
we're
was
doing that, then X-Men Origins Wolverine is the fucking best X-Men movie.
no okay. We'll put it in D, but because I do have conflicting feelings about Over the Hedge, the actual movie, but the game was pretty good, especially from like a two-player standpoint, and
Okay.
honestly, a lot of like video game movie tie-ins were pretty good, like back in the
Mm,
day.
I, we can make it C tier if you want.
No, it's all good.
Okay.
I'm not like continuing to bring up this like video game tie-in thing. Like
I like how
Ryan,
there's no like nothing in E so far, and it's just like all of these. And it's like you're like we're like D tier. D tier is bad. There's nothing in E tier. Then it's like this is hell for the last for the F.
there. Okay, I believe this is the Penguins of Madagascar
This is
movie.
my favorite pink. This is my favorite Madagascar movie.
I did not watch it. I don't.
Part of it's ironic because it's kind of stupid. Um,
Well, I honestly, but when I was growing up, my favorite series on Nickelodeon when it was airing was the Penguins of Madagascar series, which I don't know where it takes place in the canon. Like,
yeah, it's so weird.
do because not like Marty, Alex, the giraffe, and Gloria. What was Melvin? Was that his
They're
name?
not there,
They're not
but the
there,
lemurs are,
but the penguins are. Like, is
and the
this like
lemurs are.
and the lemurs are? Yeah. Like I forget. Did they go back to
I
did
don't
they go
think
back to
so.
the zoo at the end of Madagascar too?
No,
Huh.
let's just do S tier.
Yeah, S tier for penguins.
Yeah,
Uh, okay, I think that's the first Puss in Boots movie.
first person Butts movie was kind of just me. It was kind of like me. So just kind of male. Let's go either D or C.
I'm kind of a fan of Puss in Boots as a character. Let's put him in C.
Okay,
The Guardian.
I know you're gonna put an S tier. Go ahead and put
It.
an S tier.
I'm gonna put it in S tier because it was a fucking amazing series, and the fact that there isn't a sequel to it is honestly kind of a shame.
The only things that I don't like about the Guardians are I think they could have given the boogeyman more to do, or
Hmm.
like given him maybe an ally or something. And then the elves are just discount minions. Let's
Shark.
be real, they're
Yeah.
discount minions. Shark Tale,
Shark
I
Tale.
hate this movie.
You hate Shark
I
Tales?
hate this movie.
Can I hear a reason why?
Okay, Oscar is the worst.
Yeah,
Is the worst DreamWorks protagonist. Uh,
absolutely
he does
awful.
so many objectively horrible things.
Like, yeah,
Like
I'm gonna put it.
his first love interest gives him a piece of jewelry that's been in her family for generations to pay off his debts so that he isn't killed by the mafia. And what does he do? He
Uh huh.
gambles it on a horse race.
And the
And
horse, but
then later in this same movie, he cheats on his love interest with another girl that's like, I
yeah,
think, played by Angelina Jolie.
I think
Also, the
so.
animation in this is awful. The animation is objectively awful. I've seen
Except
characters in the background in many of the films, half them glitch through the scenery.
the
Like,
only one that I think that has good animation is the angel, like is the angel fish, like the bad girl, and only when
yeah.
she's on screen. Uh,
Also,
but
there's this whole like homophobia subplot. It's
well,
just using
no,
using being a vegetarian as an allegory. The Jack
yeah.
Black's in it. I didn't realize Jack Black was the shark until I rewatched it like
Oh
a
my
year ago.
god, no. Jack Black was the shark.
Jack Black's the good shark. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Also,
Okay,
the whale wash is just fucking weird. Like, I
worth
kind of
that.
dig it, but like, it's fucking weird.
But yeah, no, we could go into a deep dive about how
Yeah, no,
Oscar
fucking
is the worst fucking
Oscar
person
pisses me
ever.
off so much.
Yeah,
And like,
like,
I have a friend who's like, this is my favorite DreamWorks movie because it's like it's a Will Smith fish, and like, what other film are you gonna have like where it's like it's an ocean themed movie and a black person's the same character? And I'm like, yes, but that doesn't mean that this is good.
like if hypothetically, if Oscar got got like
Oscar
like
doesn't even learn anything.
yeah, no, like if in a hypothetical situation, if Oscar got that pink pearl stolen from him, he would be a little more sympathetic when he almost gets murdered.
Like,
But
have his boss be the one who gambles it. Yeah, like
yeah,
maybe that might work, but no.
okay, so Shrek 1, where are we putting this guy?
S tier.
S tier, of
It's
course.
Shrek 1. S
I
for
mean,
Shrek.
okay. What about Shrek 2 S as well?
S
Because
as well. It's
Shrek
better than
2,
the first one.
yeah, Shrek 2 is like Kung Fu Panda, where Kung Fu Panda 2, where the second one was definitely the better than the first one. The plot, the musical covers, like uh, when people do animatics and like
They
put
add new
like
characters, but these characters are actually enjoyable.
yeah, when people do like an animatic or put I need a hero to something, they're not doing the original Bonnie Tyler one. They're doing the Shrek 2 cover
Yeah.
because it is drama, it is conflama,
They
it
they
is
brought they bring back Gingy and the Wolf and the Three Pigs, but they're not annoying yet. Like
this movie had charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. It was cunt.
yeah.
Anyway, Shrek the Third with whiny, bitchy, King
F.
Arthur.
F.
F. Ooh, wow.
It
Ow.
it single handedly tanked the Shrek franchise.
You know what? That is fair. It,
It
like,
is by far the worst Shrek movie. Uh, I um, I honestly I hate it more than Shark Tale. I hate Shrek 3 more than Shark Tale.
wow.
Um,
Honestly, it kind of made Shrek look like kind of a dick. Didn't it?
yeah, because it kind of undoes like his whole fucking character arc from the first two movies.
Honestly, weren't the first two movies were like, wasn't like the plot line of like people like him being like, this is who I am, get used to it.
And
But
then the
then,
second movie is he loves Fiona and he's willing to change, and he's just by demonstrating that he's willing to change is growing. And then the thing comes back where it's like Fiona learns to accept herself,
mhm.
and there because the problem wasn't well, Shrek wasn't helping things, but Shrek wasn't the problem. The problem was the world Fiona's parents had created for her. That was the problem, and Shrek was showed growth as he's trying to adapt to that. But ultimately, it's resolved because Fiona is true to herself instead of changing, and so yeah,
Okay.
she's accepting. It's an allegory for queerness. Many people have wrote
Okay.
essays about it.
Isn't everything an allegory for queerness? Anyway, Shrek
You
versus
said that,
Shane
and
Dawson.
you said that, and my eye just looked on the screen. And I just saw Boss Baby staring at me, and I'm like, no, not everything.
Okay. Anyway, the final Shrek movie, Shrek versus Shane Dawson.
I will actually defend this. I think if
You
this,
like the final Shrek movie?
yes, I do. I think if Shrek fourth was Shrek 3, Shrek would be way more well received and less of a meme. I think it has a good lesson. Oh, well, not necessarily a good lesson, but like good growth for Shrek because he's getting angry, and then he goes back down, and then he accidentally creates his alternate universe,
Uh
but then
huh.
he goes out of his way to try and fix it. I like Shrek the fourth. I don't think it's S tier.
Uh huh.
I would say A or B tier.
I'll go with B tier as well. I didn't really see it. Literally the only thing that I know about it is Shane Dawson used to joke that he like looked like Rumpelstiltskin. That's about it. Uh,
It's a
but
name I haven't heard in forever.
oh yeah, no, I still occasionally think about him, but not a whole lot. But Shrek the Fourth, uh, from what I saw, it was definitely a better movie than Shrek 3. It on like honestly, I think that was the problem with Shrek 3 is because they rehashed what's his name? Prince Charming as a villain when his kind of like
He
villain
was
arc.
never the main villain. He was always supporting villain.
Yeah, and he's not really good as a like he's not really good as a main villain.
Yeah.
Anyway, Sinbad.
Uh, Sinbad was weird.
Sinbad was weird.
I'd say
My favorite.
C tier.
What tier?
C.
See, my favorite comment about Sinbad was one of the animators for the series described drawing Eris like milk and coffee. Like like when you pour like milk into coffee and it like does like those ribbons and stuff.
Like Sinbad has some beautiful animations, and Sinbad
Mhm.
has bad animations.
Yeah. Sinbad has some really great animations, but Sinbad himself is on par of like unlikable protagonist alongside Oscar.
Yeah.
Because as soon as his friend is like, I'm going to put myself up for execution, you go find the mythical artifact that you apparently stole, but you're telling me you did not steal. And then as soon as Sinbad is on his cruddy little boat, he's like, okay, bitches, let's head out. But then the main female supporting character is like, no, you can't do that because your best friend is going to get fucking murdered. Anyway, Spirit.
Esther.
Esther, yeah, Spirit's pretty good. Fight the white person, fuck him. The Spirit, the second Spirit movie apparently.
I have never seen this.
I haven't seen it either. I can't really judge it. The bad guys.
Uh, Esther.
S tier,
It's a
yes.
good one.
We are I think people are finally getting comfortable again with 3D animation, and we can get kind of weird with it. Bad Guys was kind of an example with that because there's some like weird, like not like animation flaws, but like how like people say, and this is going to sound weird, but um the Hotel Transylvania series is kind of like it's really good animation. It's like rubber hose like animation in
Mhm.
in in like a 3D space. Anyway, both Boss Baby films in in the Boss Baby tier.
Yeah, like
Uh,
On your point with Hotel Transylvania. Hotel Transylvania is
cinematic pornography.
no, Hotel Transylvania like storyline is it's the storylines can range from kind of good to pretty bad,
Yeah,
depending on which film. But the way they do the animation, it's made them icons.
yeah. The first film, the plot is pretty good. Uh, I don't know about your feelings for the second movie or your third or the third movie. The fourth movie is kind of weird because like we're kind of rehashing old steps where like the main male character, not Dracula though. What's his name? Uh,
The
he's just
dragon. Well, the guy turns into a dragon.
yeah, the guy. He's just like I just don't know if I feel like I'm at actual home with these monsters. It's like, bitch, yes you are. We have three movies, and you have a kid with Dracula's daughter. You are a part of the monster world.
Yeah,
The Cruise one. I've never seen this.
I liked the Crudes one. I do think it was a little too Nicolas Cage centric. Um,
Nicolas Cage is in this movie.
he's the main character.
Like,
He's the dad.
oh, he's the dad. Okay.
Um, I like the world. I think it's beautiful. There are a lot of scenes where I like it, where it's like how they solve issues by adapting. I will say, let's go ahead and give the Crudes a B tier. And then Crudes 2, I believe, is a bit of an improvement.
A tier.
Um, A tier, yeah.
Also, as I put crudes into their spots, I have just realized something. We are missing a very big part of DreamWorks Renaissance.
What is that?
None of the Ice Age movies are here.
Those aren't DreamWorks.
What do you mean they aren't DreamWorks?
Those are Blue Sky.
Oh right. I don't know why I thought it was DreamWorks. Prince of Egypt. This was a movie that kind of scared me when I was
S
younger.
tier.
S tier?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Road to El Dorado,
S
S tier
tier.
as well. Yes, we love a bisexual polycule.
I don't think Joseph King of Dreams is on here, but that's an E tier.
Trolls. Oh wait, no. Let's do Trolls 1 first. Trolls 1.
Music killed my grandma. That's all I know about Trolls One.
It's. I have conflicting feelings about the Trolls series because when I was younger, there was a Trolls series that I was kind of obsessed with, but that's because I was really into Sailor Moon when I was younger, and it was Trolls with a Z at the end. It was a really weird series. A little too much of a fixation on feet. Maybe that's why I'm really into joking about feet a lot.
Okay, what does this have to do with this film?
I don't know. I'm gonna put Trolls in F because
Have you seen it?
I have I have not seen it,
No,
but
I haven't seen
I
it.
have. Okay, fine, I haven't seen it. Trolls 2, all that I know is that the McElroy brothers have somehow bullied their way into voice acting characters in this one.
Haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. Turbo the Wonder Snail.
F.
Ooh, how come?
Just there's so much about this film that is just bad.
You know what? That's fair. I did not see it personally. I just know it's kind of. I mean, it's kind of one of those like trope things where it's like, uh,
Wallace and Gromit, Curse the Were Rabbit. Let's
uh,
go. I would say it's the best one of the Armin collabs, so S tier.
okay, so that's our tier list. We have How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2,
We don't have the second
Madagascar.
Puss in Boots movie.
It's unfortunately not on here, it looks. But where would you put it?
I haven't seen it. Where I heard it's really good though.
Yes, I have seen it. It is animatic wise, it's really good. Uh, Having death in it as a fucking wolf is really interesting. The wolf's also real hot. Uh, I would put it in X. But yeah, that's our takeaway: How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda 1 and 2, Madagascar, Megaminds, Penguins of Madagascar, uh, The Guardians, Shrek 1 and 2, Spirit, The Bad Guys, Prince of Egypt, El Dorado, the Wallace and Gromit's Were Rabbit movie at S tier. And then in A tier, we have Chicken Run, Flushed Away, How to Train Your Dragon 2, The Croods 2. In B tier, we have Ants, Captain Underpants, Monsters vs. Aliens, Shrek 3D, and Croods 1. In C tier, we have Kung Fu Panda 3, Madagascar 2, Puss in Boots 1, Sinbad. Then in D we have the last How to Train Your Dragon movie Madagascar 3, and Over the Hedge. We have nothing in E. In F we have the B movie, Home, Shark Tales, Shrek the Third, and Turbo. Then in Haven't Seen we have Abominable, Peabody and Sherman, the second Spirit movie, Trolls 1 and 2, and then in its own category of hell, we have Boss Baby 1 and 2 and Boss Baby. But yeah, that's it.
Anyway, the way
What?
you
What?
said Boss Baby 1 and 2 and Boss Baby.
I said in Boss Baby. But what do you want to do next time?
Uh, don't know.
Pixar movies?
Maybe.
Well, we'll see you guys then.
Bye, guys. Guys, no bye now, pals.
Blah, 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 blah.